All right, you guys. Well, I guess we'll get started here. I would think people would have come on by now. So, good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. All right. Let's just start in a comfortable seated position of your choice. I'm just cross-legged right now. I want you to think about lining up your throat and your pubic bone to get a nice erect spine. So rather than throwing the shoulders back, just line up, settle in, throat right over the pubic bone. And then just roll the shoulders down and back gently. Chest is nice and proud. Just connect your index finger and thumb. Let the palms turn up on the hands, on the tops of the legs. Relax the shoulders. And let's just breathe that 3-part nice deep abdominal breath. So inhale deeply through the nose, chest rising, ribs expanding, abdomen rolling upwards like a balloon being inflated with air. And then exhale back out through the nose. We feel the abs release, the ribs float back into the body's midline, and the chest relaxes. So just breathing back and forth here. Inhaling, chest, ribs, abs inflating. Exhaling back out through the nose, abs, ribs, chest retracting. We inhale so deeply, you feel the abs inflating with air. And we exhale so completely, you feel the abs gently retracting. Back and forth here for 4 more nice deep breaths. Inhaling, chest, ribs, abs expanding. Exhaling, abs, ribs, chest releasing. 2 more here. Inhaling, chest, ribs, abs expand. And exhale, abs, ribs, chest release. 1 more nice big deep 3-part abdominal breath in through the nose. Chest expanding, ribs expanding, abdomen rolling upwards. And exhaling back out through the nose, the abs release, the ribs float back into the midline, and the chest releases. From here, just dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder, push through the heel of that left hand. Good. Using those nice big abdominal breaths as you stretch. And other side. Still nice and erect on those sits bones, throat over pubic bone. And back to the right, stretching that neck. And 1 more time over to the left. Good. And now coming back through center and just turn and look out over that right shoulder. Just turning the head, shoulders, hips stay squared to me. Still nice and erect in your posture. And now turn and look out over that left shoulder. Good. And now back to the right, turning and looking out over that right shoulder. And back to the left, 1 more time, good. And now coming back through center, dropping the chin to the chest, still nice and erect on those sits bones, throat over pubic bone, just drop the chin. And just breathe some space right between the shoulder blades. Breathing right into that tight spot right between the shoulder blades, good. Nice big deep inhalation and exhalation, good. And now rolling the right ear over towards the right shoulder, good. And exhaling, chin through center and left ear to the left shoulder. Just like a little pendulum swinging. And right ear to the right shoulder, good. And left ear to the left shoulder. Nothing moving, but just the head. And 2 more sets, right ear to the right shoulder. And left ear to the left shoulder, good. 1 more set. And just roll that right ear over to the right shoulder, good. And left ear to the left shoulder, good. And now just drop the chin to the chest for 1 more breath. And now go ahead and raise that head up. I'm going to interlace the fingers, elbows dialed into the ribs, and just drawing that sideways figure 8. So just tracing that sideways figure 8. Nice, you guys. Good job. Infinity symbol, sideways figure 8, whichever you prefer, but just trace that line right there in front of you. Good. Nice work. And now coming back through center, I just want you to separate the wrists out and just roll them to the outside, roll to the outside. So really fanning the fingers, as you can see, opening the wrists. And now roll to the inside. Good. Rolling to the inside. Nice. And now send the heel of that right hand towards me. I'm just going to push back on the fingers. They're pushing down. Just tiny little pull. Yep. Still nice and erect in my posture. Throat over pubic bone. Now turn those fingers upwards and push through the heel of the hand once again. Yes, exactly. Don't ever think that. Good. Breathe. And now other side, fingers down, heel of the hand out towards me, or towards you guys as it were. And now turning it over. Good. Nice. And just release through center. Good. I'm just going to plant my right hand. Give me a nice big sweep. Notice both sits bones are still down. Belly button to the spine. I want you to sweep through center and come to the other side. Feel that low back stretching. And we sweep through center and come to the other side. Good. And sweep through center. Picture some seaweed kind of like floating through the water. Sweep through center and back up. And one more time, other side. Sweep through center and back up. Good. And just release those arms. I'm going to switch my cross-legged pose to easy pose. So when you look down, I want you to see your right foot stacked kind of on the floor right in front of the left. So you look down, left is closer to the body, right is just resting right in front of it on the floor. Once again, settle onto those sits bones. So one little bony bone on each side of the glutes. Make sure you're right in the center, not only side to side, but front to back. So again, throat over pubic bone, shoulders down and back. And from here, we're just going to fold right from that hip crease, leading with the chest, folding forward, walking out towards me. Now, you might be way up here and you feel a really intense hip opener. If you can go a little deeper, see if you can get your forearms down, or perhaps even your forehead all the way down. But think of folding rather than rounding. Opening up through those hips today. Good, you guys. Nice, big deep breaths. Nice, Leslie, good. And now walk out over that right knee. So walking to the diagonal, I'm shifted forward on the sits bones, but still keeping that left booty cheek down. Yeah, don't let it pop up when you came out to the diagonal. Nice. And now exhale, walking through center and come out over that right diagonal. Good, I'm sorry, left diagonal. Other side, in other words. Whatever side you start on, go to the other side. Good. And now walk back through center and see if you can exhale and fold a little more deeply. Almost as if I'm reaching out, grabbing your hands and pulling you towards me. Feel that stretch across the low back. Of course, the hips are opening as well. Good job. Nice work. And now belly button to the spine, rolling back up onto those sits bones. And we're going to take a big wide spinal twist to the right. So little opposition on the outer part of that right thigh. Good. And just looking to the side. Nice and erect on the sits bones. Try not to lean back on that hand. And now let's just sweep over to the other side. Just looking over here to the left. Feel a low back release. Good. And from here, you stay there. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to open up the chest from this position. So I'm going to bring the fingertips into the booty, push through the heels of the hands, and open up. Nice, easy chest opener. Feel the bis and tris stretching as well when you push the heels of the hands into the mat. Nice. Really feel that puppet string on the sternum pulling you up, up, up. Good. And now walking back up onto the sits bones, just reconfigure those feet. So now the left foot is resting on the floor in front of the right. You started on the other side. That's okay. Just bring the other foot so that it leads on the floor. Folding right from the hip crease, you leading with the heart. We fold forward again, other side. Nice. You'll feel a deeper stretch on the outer portion of the hip, and you feel it a little differently when we switch the legs. Good work, you guys. Nice, crisp fold. Thinking of leading with the heart and folding in half like a paper doll. And now walking out over that left diagonal, still folding from the hip crease, still leading with the chest. Nice work, you guys. And now exhaling through center and walking out to that opposite diagonal, folding at the hip crease, leading with the chest. Nice big deep breaths. Good job. And now walking back through center and walking those hands out a little further yet. See if you can fold a little more deeply. Feel that intense stretch across the outer portion of the hip. Feel the IT band stretching, but feel the hips opening as well. And now belly button to the spine, rolling back up onto the sits bones, taking that nice big wide spinal twist to the left. Good. If you went to the other side, no worries, you know we're gonna switch off. And now sweep it over to the other side. Good, you guys, nice deep breaths here. And now back through center. And here comes that easy chest opener again. So fingertips in towards the booty, push back into the heels of your hands, open that chest, push the heels of the hands into the mat. Yes, good, good, good. Inhaling and exhaling, intense bi and tri stretch as well, I know. Inhaling and exhaling, good. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Now walk back up onto those sits bones, good. Send that right leg out to the diagonal, left foot in towards the groin. We've got a nice wide straddle going. If your flexibility will allow, I want you to take the index and middle finger and bring it on the inside of that big toe. And we're going to sweep over from there, just pulling into that nice wide straddle. Good, you got it. Try to open the chest. See if you can look up under that arm. Push the hamstring into the mat. Nice, you guys. Reach up, out, and over. And sweeping back up to center. And now turn your torso out over that leg. So now you're facing belly button lining up with the big toe. And up and over. Once again, we go. Again, leading with the chest and folding right at that hip crease. Push that hamstring into the mat. Good, and now rolling back up and switching that torso back towards the front of the room, planting that left elbow, grasp the top of that right foot, delay that foot, keep it back there, and just tuck the hips under towards me. Excuse me, just the hips towards me, tuck them under. Good, you guys, nice. Really feel that intense hip flexor, quad stretch, good. And now just go ahead and keep that knee bent, but place it down on your mat. Slowly push up to your hurdler stretch. Very intense hip flexor stretch. Hold your hurdler stretch, hold here. And now gently tip towards those bent knees, and that's your mermaid stretch, good. Nice, you guys, breathe. Oh yeah, breathe. And now back up to center. I just want you to send that right leg back out to the diagonal. So we're on the same side still. I'm gonna back up just a little bit here, good. Okay, so we're gonna do a little vinyasa here. We've done this flow before. So I'm gonna lean into that side angle stretch that we did before. And then I'm gonna plant my left hand and I'm gonna open here, stretch the hip flexor, get very curvy with the back. And now I'm going to slowly sit through and let that left hand come across and touch the big toe. Good. Now come around, plant that left hand, stretch the abs, stretch the hip flexors. And now sit through slowly. Left hand comes across. Hello, hamstring. Good. 4 more sets. We plant that left hand. We open that front body up. Feels so good. And now we sit through and we touch that toe. Good. 3 more sets. We plant that left hand, open up, stretch. And now we sit through and give it a little touch. Nice. 2 more. And we plant that left hand. Give me that big curvy shape. Yes, there it is. And now sit through and tap. There's only 1 more, so let's make it good. Like, what is this, yoga? She's like card coaching us now. And sit through and touch. Hold that opposite hand across. I know it's intense. Opposite hand. Yes, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. Roll it up. Nice, you guys. And now other side. Let's send that left diagonal out. Good. So it looks like a wide straddle. Try again to hold that nice straight erect posture. I know when that leg goes out and that hamstring that can be tight starts to really get that stretch. Sometimes we cave in down here. Throat over pubic bone. Nice alignment here. And let's go for it. Index finger, middle finger on the inside of that big toe perhaps. And we go up and over. Push that hamstring into the mat. Good. See if you can open that chest up a little bit. Yeah. Good. Relax that shoulder. And now sweep it back up. Turn the torso out over that big toe. Good. Now the belly button and big toe line up. And we're going straight up and over. Fold right at that hip crease. Push that hamstring into the mat. I know it can be intense. Hang out there. You got this. Breathe. Use your breath. Use your breath to sink down into that posture. Good. And now rolling it back up, turning the torso back towards me. We're going to plant that right elbow on the mat. Shoulder and elbow line up. Grasp the top of that left foot. Sorry, I get a little cramp there. Sorry, you guys. Okay. And now tuck your pelvis under. You're like Adventures with Leann. Tuck that pelvis under. So delay that foot and tuck that pelvis under. Nice, you guys. Hold it. Feel the hip flexor opening up. Feel the quad stretching, but also feel that amazing stretch for the front of the shoulder, the biceps, the chest right here too. Good. And now slowly leave that knee bent. Let it touch your mat. Slowly push yourself up. Here's that hurdler stretch first. It can be intense. I know. Hang on to it. Breathe. And now plant that hand and sweep into that side body. Good. Nice. So just come towards those bent knees. You got it. That's it. And now come on back up. Same leg. Bring that left leg back out to your diagonal. Here comes that little vinyasa, that little flow. So what we're going to do is sweep into that straddle stretch again. Good. And then we're going to plant that right hand and open up through that front body. And we're going to sit through, and that right hand comes across to that left big toe. Good. Inhale, sweeping up, take up a lot of space, and sit through. Right hand comes to that left big toe. Good. This is my tighter side, y'all. I don't know about you, but one side might be a dream, other side's tight. Breathe. Use the breath to get through. Good. Give me 4 from here. Inhale, stretch, open that front side body. Sit through, exhale, tap that opposite hand. Good. 3 more. Inhale. And sit through, tap, opposite hand. 2 more. Inhaling, really stretch that front side body. Sit through, exhale, tap, opposite hand. Nice. 1 more set. Inhale, stretch those hip flexors. And sit through, tap, hold that opposite hand there. Yikes, I know, right? Is this your tight side too? I don't know. Push that hamstring into the mat. Breathe. Good. And now roll it back up. Nice job, you guys. Just bring them in for a second. Shake those legs out. Nice work. Really good. Still working into the hips. We're going to stack some wood. So what I'm going to do is bring my right shin out so it's just resting on the ground straight across. And I'm going to take that left leg and I'm going to stack ankle over knee, knee over ankle. You're going to feel an intense stretch across the IT band, across the outside of the hips. Don't force the ankle, just stack Stack them right over top of each other, right? Chest is proud. Open that chest, shoulders down and back, and just hold that formation. Good, breathe. So stacked ankle, knee, knee, ankle, yep, perfect. Good. And now release, and just come to the other side. So the opposite leg is now on the bottom, and now you stack knee over ankle, ankle over knee. Good. One side again may have been very easy. The other side, you're like, whoo, use the breath. Breathe through those tight places. So look how I have them stacked right on top of each other. Yep. Good. Nice. Ooh, it's intense. I know, right on the outer portion of the hip. I know, I'm with you. Good. Come on out. Shake them out. Good, you guys. Now, I want you to cross the right foot over the left. We're going to come into our spinal twist a little deeper here. We're going to hug that leg across. And I want you to twist and turn towards this bent knee. This time I want you to see if you can look behind. Shoulders are parallel, nice and even. Good, Ronnie, perfection. And twist. Really feel that low back stretching for you. Good. And now coming back through center. And we're just going to switch those legs. Opposite leg over the top. Hug that knee across. And see if you can look behind now, out over that backhand. Good job, you guys. Nice. And now coming back through center. Shake out those legs for me one more time. Nice. And now, still hip opening, I want you to bring the soles of the feet together and draw them in towards the body. But again, keeping that nice straight spine. Make sure they didn't come in so close that your low back did that. I want you to hold into the ankles. Chest is proud. Roll the shoulders down and back and feel those hips opening. Nice. Now I'm just going to reach for my toes. I'm going to inhale and draw the knees upwards and exhale, push away with the inner thighs. So inhale, draw up, and exhale, expand, open. Inhale, draw up, exhale, expand, open. Give me 3, and open, good. And 2, and open. Last one, in, and open, good. Now keeping the soles of the feet together, draw the feet out till you see a diamond shape on the ground. And I want you to round forward. So instead of folding, give me a nice round. So picture a turtle shell or maybe a clam shell. And just round forward. Good job, you guys. And now rolling back up onto the sits bones, we're going to come into pigeon pose. So on your mat, I want you to think of sitting on a big clock face. I'm going to send my right knee out to 2 o'clock to start. And I want you to bring the left leg behind, straighten that leg out. I'm going to pick myself up and come down evenly on both legs. So right knee is bent, left leg is straight. You got it. I know that could be very tight and tricky. Just breathe in. Try not to lean into that bent leg. Yeah, exactly. Chest is proud. Breathe here. Top of the foot down, top of the shin down. Good. And just breathe. One hand on either side. Yes. Good. Now go ahead and come on down to the forearms, still keeping the body's weight right in the center. I'm going to change my camera a little bit. You guys stay right where you are. You got it. Nice. Coming down onto the forearms. Now, if being up on the hands was very, very challenging, just stay there. That's okay. Now, if you're wanting to go to that next level, I want you to straighten the arms out and see if you can bring the chest and the forehead down. Now, when you do that, just know that the weight is right in the center, still right in that center sweet spot. Good. Nice. I know it's challenging. Come back up onto the forearms. Good. And now back up onto the hands. Open that chest. Nice. You got it. Take a couple more breaths here. And now to come out, I do want you to sit into that right hip. So sit into that right hip, swing the legs back around to the front. Good. And now on that imaginary clock face, I'm going to send my left knee out to 10 o'clock. And I'm going to bring that right leg out straight behind. Lift yourself up and come down right in the center on that sweet spot. So I'm going to face you guys for a moment. And what I mean by that is you start off rocked onto that hip. I want you to lift up and come straight down in between. Perfect. Hang on to that. Chest is nice and proud. Good. Top of the foot is down. And now come down onto the forearms and hold. Good job, you guys. Nice. Good. Now, if you're so inclined, I want you to straighten those arms out and come all the way down onto the forehead and the chest. Now, that being said, weight stays right in the middle of the body. Good. And now back to the forearms. Good, you guys. And back up onto the hands. Nice. That's it. Good job. Perfect. And now sitting into that hip. Actually, you know what, to come out, let's come into our plank pose. We can certainly do that. I want you to bring the toes down of that straight leg. Pick yourself up on your hands and walk that other leg back to plank, okay? Nice. So hold your plank for just a moment. Feet are hip distance apart. We've got shoulders, elbows, wrists stacked. And now gently push the knee, touch the knees down and push back into your child's pose. Bring the forehead down, just breathe here. Good, you guys. Looks really nice. Just hold your child's pose. Feel that low back releasing for you. Good, nice. And now coming down all the way forward onto your stomach. I want you to squeeze the abs, even though they're touching the mat. I want them engaged, like don't just let them glom down onto the mat. Feet are hip distance apart, squeeze the booty cheeks. We're gonna bring the arms straight out, and I just want you to lift opposite. So opposite arm, opposite hand, and back down. Opposite arm, opposite hand, and back down. We reach up and back down, good. We reach up and back down. We go up, up, and back down, good. Up, and back down. It's just a scant bare little inch and back down. Working the erectors that line the spine, but also, like I said, squeezing the abs too. Good. And 4, and 3, and 2, good. And 1. And now just stack the hands, release everything, stack the hands, and just rest the forehead for a moment. Good job, you guys. Nice. And now coming back to all 4 limbs out, we're going to lift all 4 at the same time. So as we exhale, we lift up and back down. And we go up, up, and back down. Good. And we go up and back down. Nice. And we go 4 and back down. And 3 lift and back down. Good. And 2 lift and back down. Good job, you guys. And 1 more lift and back down. And now just push back into your child's pose, just to give that low back a little bit of a break here for a moment. Yep. Push back into your child's pose. Just hold for a couple of breaths, and we'll come back for 1 more little Superman variation before we flip over to our backs. Good, you guys. Nice. So coming back to that Superman variation, we're going to raise all 4 limbs up off the ground, really reaching in those opposite directions. And now give me a little flutter, little tiny flutter. Squeeze the booty to protect the low back and flutter. It's small. Squeeze the booty, squeeze the abs. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring all 4 limbs down. Press back into your child's pose 1 more time. Good. Nice, you guys. And now just roll up onto all 4s for me. We'll just do a few cat variations. So coming up on all 4s, we're going to start with some cat push-ups. So when I go to do my push-up, I'm going to come forward for just 1 moment. So it's not a push-up where I'm coming out to the sides here. I'm dialing the elbows to the back of the room so that when I come down, you can see the elbows, they slide towards the back wall. So what I want you to do is just bring one leg up. We push down, we go down and push back up. Cat push up. We go down and push back up. Triceps will be on fire fairly shortly. 8 and 7, good. And 6 and 5, nice. And 4, good. And 3 and 2 and 1. Drop that knee, push back to your child's pose just for a breath to rest that knee, rest the wrist for just a moment. And we will come back onto all fours and hit those cat push-ups on the other side. So just lift the opposite leg this time and we go down and push, triceps going. What has hit me? Good. Down, good. And give me 8 and 7, good. And 6, nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, pressing back into your child's pose. If you just need a breath to rest those knees, rest the wrists. And then we are coming back up onto all fours. And we are just going to reach opposites, still working those erectors, just at table height. Opposites and back down. And we reach opposites. Notice my table is not moving. My abs never move. My back never sways. Squeeze the booty. Squeeze the erectors that line the spine to keep that motion, that flat tabletop. And keep all the motion out of the trunk. Good. We go 8 and 7 and 6. Reach away in those opposite directions. And 5. Good. 4. Nice. 3. 2. And 1. Release, pushing back into your child's pose, taking 2 nice deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, and inhaling and exhaling, coming back up onto all fours. I'm going to reach opposites again, but I'm going to crunch and back out. Same set of arm leg, crunch and back out. From here, we've got 8 and back out. And 7, good, and back out. 6, crunch. And 5. And 4, that's right, crunch. And 3, nice. And 2, last 1. Good, push back into that child's pose. Rest that knee for just a moment. Good, nice job, you guys. And now coming up, and we're going to hit some on the opposite sides. So coming up onto all fours, we reach out and we crunch and reach. And again, crunch and reach. When you get back to that reach, keep your flat tabletop. Good. And 7 and 6, good. And 5, nice. And 4. And 3, good. And 2 and 1, good. This time, instead of going back to your child's pose, just stay on all fours and we're going to hit those cats and cows. So inhaling, nose up, tailbone up, arch, 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 and exhale and round, good. And inhaling and exhale, round, good. We've got 7 more. We go inhaling and exhale, round, good. And 6, we inhale and we exhale, round, nice. And 5, inhale and exhale, round, good. And 4, inhale, arch and exhale, round, nice. 3 more. Inhaling and exhale, round, really undulate the spine. And 2, inhaling, arch, and exhale, round, last 1. Inhale, we arch, and exhale, round, 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 and now push back into your child's pose, good. Really reach those arms out and see if you can open up the knees wide and bring the body down in between those legs. Good job, you guys. And now go ahead and roll up and turn over onto your back. Grab your stretch out strap if you have it close by. I'm going to leave that left leg flat on the mat and bring the stretch out strap around the ball of the right foot, extending through that heel, thinking about making a nice flat footprint on the ceiling. I'm actually going to bring this down with me. Good, you guys. So extending straight up to the ceiling, pushing through that heel. Nice. There we go. Extending through that leg. Good. I want you to inhale, and as you exhale, go ahead and slide that opposite leg out. Extend through that right heel and hold. Nice. With every exhalation, I want you to pull back just a little smidgen more on that leg. As you exhale, pull back a little smidgen more on that leg. Good job. As you exhale, a little smidgen more. Good. And now this time, inhale, and as you exhale, release that strap for a moment. Grasp the calf and bring the head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. See if you can pull back on that leg. Good. Nice, you guys. And now release the head, neck, and shoulders back down onto the mat. Both ends of your strap in the right hand, left palm is down at shoulder height. And revolve. Open this big toe stretch up to the right. Out to the right, sorry. Left side body firmly planted on the mat. Don't roll away on me. Good. Now inhaling as we exhale, close that door. Bring that leg back up to center. And bring both ends of the strap into the left hand and cross the leg across maybe 1 inch. I don't know, whatever feels good, but this side doesn't take much to really feel that intense stretch. And now sweep back through center, bend that left knee, cross the right ankle over the top, and open that right hip. I'm just giving a little opposition with my hand. And now reach through for that left hamstring or left shin. You know what to do, pull back. And now draw me some tiny little circles with these legs. I know it's tight. Draw me some tiny little circles, good. And now switch directions, tiny little circles. Good, you guys. And now pause in the center, release the hands, extend that left leg, and draw that right knee across the body for spinal twist. Really reach to the right with the upper body. Twist to the left with the low body, and breathe. Nice, big, deep breaths. Good. And now turning and looking up at the ceiling, drawing that knee back up to center. And now plant that right foot and wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot, extending that leg, pushing through that left heel. Good. Breathing deeply here. Inhaling. And as we exhale, stretch that right leg out onto the mat. We inhale. As we exhale, we pull back slightly on that leg. And we inhale, and as we exhale, we pull slightly on that leg. One more time, inhaling, as we exhale, pull back slightly on that leg. And now this time as we exhale, we draw the head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, grasp the calf, and pull back on that leg. Good, nice big deep breaths here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice. Good job, you guys. And now release the head, neck, and shoulders, both ends of the strap in the left hand, and open that hip. Revolve that stretch out to the left, still extending through that heel, opening up through the inner thigh. Right side body planted firmly on the mat, no rocking and rolling here. And now on our next exhalation, we draw that leg back up to center, cross both ends of the strap into the right hand, and give me that 1 inch. I don't know, it might be 2 or 3 inches, you tell me, but push through that heel. Good. I know it's intense. Draw that leg back up to center, bend that right knee, catch that left ankle over the top, and open that left hip. Good. Reaching through for the right ham or the right shin and pulling back. Nice big deep breaths right here. Good job, you guys. Nice. And give me those slow little circles. They're tiny. And switch directions. Nice. And now pause in the center, extend that right leg and give me that spinal twist. Left knee across and really wring out that spine. Twisting, reaching, spiraling. Nice big deep breaths. And now back to center and just hug those knees into the chest. Hold here. Good job. And now one hand on each shin, drawing those nice big slow circles. Apanasana, low back massage. Massage that low back into that nice hard floor, nice hard mat. Kind of like foam rolling, but using the body and the floor. And now pausing and switching directions. Nice big slow circles. Good. And now coming back to center, hugging those knees into the chest one more time. And now extend that left leg, grasp the right shin right in the center, and now hug it into the body. Track that right knee off towards the right armpit and reach in those opposite directions. Good. You got it. And now extend that right leg, draw that left knee in and hug that leg straight down. Push that shin straight down. Good. And now track that left knee off towards the left armpit. And release. Hug both knees in right around the shins. Nice big squeeze. Not on the knees. The squeeze happens right around the shins. Good. Nice. You got it. And now bring both hands out, one palm on each side by the shoulders, and just drop both knees very carefully to either side. You choose, because you better know we're going to the other direction too. Just nice big release of that low back. Good. And now inhaling, use the obliques, the sides of the waistline, to draw those knees back to center on the exhale. And now inhale once again and slowly drop them to the other side. Shouldn't say drop, it's controlled. And now inhaling, using the obliques, draw those knees back up to center. Now hard flexion in those feet and open the hips. Press the belly button to the mat. Looks like a frog. Good. And now draw the knees back to hip width. Send the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Reach through and press those knees down towards the armpits. And give me a tiny little rock side to side. So small, tiny little rock. Good job, you guys. And now pausing in the center, hugging those knees in towards the chest one more time. And now extending the legs, slowly rolling to your side to come back up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Good. And just dropping that right ear towards the right shoulder. Once again, pushing through the heel of that left hand. Good, you guys. And other side. Coming back to center, dropping that right hand and sweeping over. Belly button to the spine, sweeping through the center. Ooh, that low back got a good stretch. And coming to the other side. Belly button to the spine, reach out towards me, sweep through the center and back up. Couple more, sweep through the center and back up. And sweep through the center and back up. And one more each side, sweeping through the center and back up. Good, that's it. And sweeping through the center and back up. Coming back up to the center for me, good. And just roll the shoulders forward, 4 and 3, good. And 2. And as you come forward this time, interlace the fingers, hollow out the back and open up the upper back. Good. Hollow out the spine. I'm sorry, hollow out the stomach. We knew I'd get it at some point. And now open those arms and roll backwards for 4. So we're 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And interlace the fingers and push those thumbs down towards your mat. Yes, good. Open the throat, open the chest, open the heart. Looks so good, you guys. And back through center for some nice deep breaths. I want you to inhale and exhale through heart center. Good. And we inhale, sweeping up, looking up, and exhale through heart center. And inhale, sweeping up, looking up, and exhale. Give me 3 more nice deep breaths here. Inhaling, reaching up, looking up, and exhaling. And 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more nice deep breath. Inhaling and exhale, and namaste. Good job, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Nice work. I will see you guys next week. Have the best week. And I'll see you again. Have a great day.
Thank you. It's excellent.
Bye, you guys. Good. I'm glad you had a good time. Bye. Have the best day, guys. Good work. Bye-bye, y'all. Take care.